Tonight's Extreme Rules pay-per-view review is brought to you by WrestleCrate. WrestleCrate is a monthly pro wrestling-based subscription service, and each month subscribers will receive a new pro wrestling-themed mystery crate. To go and sign up, please go and visit them at www.wrestlecrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is your official WWE Extreme Rules 2015 review right here on YouTube.com, man. Thank you so much for joining me after the pay-per-view this evening. You are watching, without question, the #1 fucking source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. Alright, guys, before I get into the review, two important things I want to go over with you. You guys know from the outset of this video, from the intro of this video is being brought to you by WrestleCrate.com, man. The fine people over at WrestleCrates is giving me the opportunity to work with them, man. I'm going to be doing unboxings. I'm going to try and get their group and their company off the ground, man. A lot of people helping them out. I believe in this product, and I want you guys as well. So what they did for me tonight during Extreme Rules is for all my subscribers, all my Twitter followers. If you want to go sign up for WrestleCrate right now, just enter the JD code, man. I got a code for you. JD sent me. It will be down in the description below. If you guys want to order some WrestleCrate, man, you're going to get a fine discount off your first crate starting in May, man. This will end May 1st, so go and please take advantage of that. Going to be a great fucking crate, man. I'm supposed to be getting my first one on Monday with an unboxing, hopefully, on Tuesday, man. So look forward to that. Also, if you guys missed my podcast during this weekend, man, Off the Script, Part 1, 2, and 3 of episode number 62. Links are down below, as well as a WWE 2K16 news and rumors video, man. I got two of them bad boys out. Go check them both out in the description below. Thank you guys very much for listening to that. Now let's get into the review, man. Extreme Rules. You guys know how I feel about Extreme Rules, man. You guys honestly know how I feel about Extreme Rules if you've been watching me. It does not warrant the name anymore, especially for modern day WWE. There's no such thing as Extreme Rules anymore, man. Back in the day, Extreme Rules had more validity to it. It had more substance to it. Now with modern day WWE and restrictions on the product, they're not able to do as much as they used to do in the past. There's no blood. There's no sign of blood anywhere. Stipulations and gimmick matches mean absolutely nothing in modern day WWE because either the WWE doesn't book a feud correctly or they just abuse the rules of said gimmick match. And I'll talk about that in a little bit, and it has to do with the steel cage match tonight with Randy Orton and Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. But even the Russian chain match with Rusev and John Cena, even the hardcore match with Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper, the last man standing match, which was okay. It was okay. I'm not going to shit all over Roman Reigns and Big Show, but still, it just isn't the same in modern day WWE. In fact, the most important thing that I took away as a viewer from tonight's Extreme Rules 2015 pay-per-view is that the fucking King of the Ring is coming back, man. The King of the Ring is coming back. WWE even is doing that all wrong, man. Apparently, from what I gather, WWE is going to have some type of tournament tomorrow on Monday Night Raw because they've been hyping this pay-per-view, or they're not the pay-per-view, they've been hyping this event a couple of times throughout the pay-per-view tonight with WWE Network commercials and said that the King of the Ring will be a live event in which the finals will take place on Tuesday. I only know of Tuesday this week. They didn't mention anything in the future. They mentioned this week. WWE's bringing back the King of the Ring. That's the most important thing I took away from this pay-per-view. That's great news. But like I said, WWE's even doing that ass backwards, man. King of the Ring should be front and center your pay-per-view before SummerSlam. Simple. if you want to work it into the pay-per-view calendar like you did in days of old, where Owen Hart and Bret Hart made a name for themselves at the King of the Ring. That's what needs to be done, man. I'm a fan of tournaments, especially in one night, all right? Stone Cold did it. When he did it, they went to semifinal only. They ruined the pay-per-view as the years went on, man. King of the Ring was best when Bret and Owen did it because they fought in one night 4 fucking times, okay? You gotta do a qualifier, you gotta get through the first round, the second round, and then the final. That's the way it should be done, man. Now, WWE is doing qualifying, I think, and then first round, I think, and then second round, I think, and then the finals is gonna be on WWE Network. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I don't want to make this entire review about King of the Ring. Obviously, you sense my excitement about it, but if I was in charge, it would be right in front, center of the summer. Right before SummerSlam, you would have a whole tournament in one night. Winner of that goes on to fight the WWE Champion at SummerSlam, being the #1 contender. That's the way I would handle it, but that's the most important thing that I took away from this pay-per-view, because other than that, nothing really interesting happened tonight. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I'm going to start off with the opening match. We're going to do things a little bit differently than the WrestleMania match, than the WrestleMania pay-per-view. But the opening match seen Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose in a Chicago street fight. You gotta love the Chicago crowd, man. You really gotta love the Chicago crowd. They did their best to add some ambiance to this pay-per-view. They did a great job. Not taking anything away from the Chicago crowd. They made a lackluster card on paper look like a pretty decent show in the end, okay? But Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper, you know, they really didn't do anything for the first 10 minutes of this match. Nothing at all. It was a standard run-of-the-mill WWE no disqualification match. And then all of a sudden they went into the back and disappeared into a SUV and then drove away. And then they were never to be seen again for like an hour. So that was that. And then we went on into the next match, if I can find my fucking notes here. The next match, which was Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus in a Kiss Me Arse match. In a Kiss Me Arse. Now, I don't know why this stipulation was even made, to be honest with you. It's childish and foolish, okay? And I didn't really want to segue into it like I did, but nothing really happened in the Dean Ambrose-Luke Harper match that I needed to talk about. It was really lackluster. I don't know what the fuck you guys want me to say, but it was really lackluster to the point where I don't even know what to say, man. I don't. It was the one match on the card that would have reeked of Extreme, that would really live up to the name Extreme Rules, and it didn't. So I don't know what you want me to say, man. In a Chicago street fight. Some of it actually reminded me of the Roddy Piper Goldust street fight that they had years back at WrestleMania, man. If you guys remember that, dig into your fucking history books about that one. I'm not sure many of you remember that, but it reminded me of that. Little sprinkles here and there of Roddy Piper and Goldust at WrestleMania and that fucking backlot brawl that they had. But other than that, there was nothing really special about it, man. They had a chance to make something special of it, and they didn't. So they ran off in an SUV, or they drove away in an SUV. Led us to Ziggler and Sheamus, which I thought would have been the best match of the night. But it felt rushed to me. It really did feel rushed to me. And Dolph Ziggler won it. Now, I had Sheamus winning this because Sheamus has been looking like a fucking beast on WWE TV, man. I didn't think they would make Sheamus lose a Kiss Me Arse match, but they did, and Dolph Ziggler got a win. He got a nice victory over Sheamus, and a much-needed victory over Sheamus, because Ziggler has been hinting towards leaving the WWE. I believe his contract is up at the end of the summer, and I can't see Ziggler going anywhere else in WWE, but he is dropping hints that this could be the end of his run with World Wrestling Entertainment. So he got a nice win over Sheamus. It was a hard-fought match. You guys know Ziggler like a fucking book. He sells like a fucking beast. Sheamus, let me tell you something about Sheamus, man. WWE is doing a really, really good job with Sheamus. They're doing a great job building his character as a heel. He's got a great look. The new style, the new hair, the new beard fits him perfectly. He reeks of an old school heel, just goes out there, and this is what I've been asking for. If you guys have been following me for so long, this is what I've been asking for. Sheamus needs to cut the fucking cheesy shit, cut the jokes, cut the smiling, cut waving to the little kids. Go out there, no bullshit, kick your fucking ass, laugh about it, and then leave. That's all he needed to do, man. And finally, WWE has got his character right to the point where I believe in him. I believe in his character. I believe in what he's telling the story-wise in the ring. And I believe he could be a major champion now in WWE. But, you know, they did make him look good tonight, even in defeat. You know, he didn't really kiss Ziggler's ass or arse, being that he lost the match. He hesitated a little bit, which I thought was cheesy and very typical of this type of match. But he ended up getting on his hands and knees, and Ziggler pulled his pants down, and he gave him a low blow. Sheamus gave Ziggler a low blow, gave him a fucking nasty bro kick, and then pretty much grabbed Ziggler by the hair and rubbed his face all over his ass, man. All over that white, pale, pasty ass. And Sheamus looked good in defeat. Decent match. I thought it was going to be the match of the night. It was not. That honor, segueing into the next one, The New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Now, you guys know why I want tag team wrestling as a vital part on WWE TV, man. This was the match of the night. No match on the rest of the card even came close to what these four guys did in that ring during this championship match, man. This one tag team championship match might be the best tag team match of the year so far in 2015. With a fucking surprising ending, A New Day is now your new tag team champions, which I didn't think was going to happen. Now, this match was actually moved to the main show. It was already on the pre-show, and WWE made a smart decision by moving this to the main show. Rightfully so, and they definitely gave us our money's worth with a great decision there, okay? The reason why it was moved is because Daniel Bryan was given a no-go to work tonight on Extreme Rules. He did not defend the IC title against Wade Barrett. So Wade Barrett, you know, again, catches a string of bad luck. He's moved to the pre-show in a match against Neville, and he loses to Neville. He beats Bad News Barrett with the Red Arrow in what I heard was a great match. I did not watch it. I was actually coming home from, you know, some things out. I had to go to church and whatnot, so that's what I did. So I missed that, but I heard it was a decent match. He beat him with the Red Arrow, Neville did, against Wade Barrett. But the New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, that was moved to the main show. This match was all over the place, man, and gives you reason to believe that tag team wrestling could be very special on WWE TV. Hot tags, the crowd was into it. The crowd added a lot to this, man. You got to give it to Chicago yet again to add ambiance to this match. They were all over Cesaro. They were all over Kidd. They were all over the high spots. You know, Cesaro is a fucking beast lifting Big E up. There was a spot where he did the Cesaro swing, and Tyson Kidd, out of nowhere, with a drop kick as he fucking was swinging Kofi Kingston around. Drop kick Kofi right in the head as he was being swung around by Cesaro. That led to the end of the match because Big E, you know, interfered, and Cesaro caught wind of that, clothesline Big E over the top rope. Kofi from behind rolls up Cesaro, pulls the tights. 1, 2, 3. We have new tag team champions, man. But the match itself was so hard fought, energetic, high paced, very good action in the ring. The story was fucking on the edge of your seat type action, man. You know, I stopped what I was doing halfway through the match because this match was getting hot and heavy. They took it into another gear, which a lot of these matches on the card really didn't go into that next gear. Okay, so the New Day, your new tag team champions. My new favorite chant, man. But the New Day, hopefully they can keep that momentum. Hopefully we see more from both of these teams. Then you add the Lucha Dragons in there. Then hopefully you get the Ascension in there. WWE's got a bright tag team division if they wanted to put some time and effort into it, man. Then you're gonna have the Usos coming back. WWE's got a lot of pieces to work with, man. They just gotta fucking mold it, care for it, nurture it, and it could be something very special on WWE TV, man. I promise you. That's what I would do if I was in charge, man. I would fucking nurture the tag team division, mold it, caress it, care for it. I don't see why not after the fucking match that we had tonight. Easily the match of the night with the New Day and the Brass Ring Club, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. If you guys missed the pay-per-view, that one match is worth your price of admission right there, okay? Next we had, I don't know which match came next. I'm just going to go off the list here. Nikki Bella versus Naomi. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a shit. The crowd was dead. There's no reason for me to care about Naomi and Nikki Bella, man. The Divas division, again, after being decent for a couple of weeks with the Give a Divas a Chance hashtag, again, has fallen into obscurity. So nobody gives a shit. And I'm going to be on here, and I'm going to be quite frank with you. I don't give a shit. so there's no reason for me to talk about it. Nikki Bella retains the Divas Championship at Extreme Rules, okay? John Cena versus Rusev in a Russian chain match for the United States Championship. Again, I even said during the pay-per-view, this match to me, I just can't find any interest in it. The first time was good enough for me, man. The WrestleMania match was worse than the match that they had at Fastlane. And now we're doing it again at Extreme Rules. And apparently we're getting it again at Payback in an I Quit match. How many more losses is Rusev going to have to take before we have to see him just completely fall off the face of the map against John Cena? I don't understand it, man. I don't see John Cena losing the United States title anytime soon after all the build that they're giving John Cena and all the promo work that they're giving John Cena. You know, I just don't see it happening. So why are we getting it again? That's the question. Why are we getting it again? Why did we get it tonight? Why are we getting it again? It makes no sense to me. And the whole feud to me now just seems tired and stale. They had lightning in a bottle the first time at Fastlane, which was a great match. It was a great match. Then we go on to WrestleMania, and nobody remembered anything from the match except the fucking entrances or the entrance of Rusev. Now we're at Extreme Rules, and we had a lackluster Russian chain match. I mean, if you're strapped to a chain with another human being, you're going to literally beat the shit out of them with a chain, man. We see none of that tonight. We see none of that tonight, man. It was typical WWE gimmick garbage with a Russian chain match, man. They could have made this match all the more special. They could have fucking, added more intrigue to the match. The story that they told in the ring didn't captivate this viewer, and it did nothing for me, man. So Rusev loses. He gets pissed at Lana. He ushers Lana to the, to the back. He doesn't want her by ringside. He loses the match against Cena. Apparently there was a botch. I must have missed it because I had my head down and I was commenting to you guys on Twitter. Something happened with the lights during the chain match. I don't know. They didn't go off or they stood bright. I don't know what the fuck was going on with it, but I turned away for a few seconds, and all of a sudden I hear John Cena, his music hit, raising the fucking belt, and then the American flag coming down at the end. But Rusev was yelling at Lana in the back after the match, and she walks into the authorities' office, and apparently she worked a deal with Triple H to give Rusev another match, like I said, a Payback, but this time in an I Quit match. Does anybody care? Are you going to care next month at Payback again? No, I don't. I really don't. And I'm not going to care. I just want the feud to be over. I want both of these guys to move on to something new and something fresh. And I think it's about time that happens, man. But regardless of that, John Cena retains the United States Championship. And I know a lot of people are going to groan and bitch about it. But John Cena is adding prestige to the United States Championship with multiple victories over Rusev and his John Cena Open Challenge every week on Monday Night Raw. He is building prestige, even though some goons out there think that he's just burying the mid-card. Listen, this is what needed to be done, man. This is all the neglect the WWE gave the United States Championship, so now you have to just fucking suck it up and just take it for what it's worth. Simple. Cena's doing a good job with the United States title, and that's what WWE's intent was here. So, regardless of that, like I said, John Cena is the United States Champion and defeated Rusev tonight, and a rematch is coming at Payback next month in an I Quit match. Like I said, Lana walked into the authorities' office and worked a deal there to get Rusev another rematch after losing tonight against John Cena. Roman Reigns versus Big Show in a last fan standing match. No, really, it was a last man standing match, even though I thought that was quite humorous. You guys were telling me on Twitter, last fan standing. The Chicago crowd was decent here. Not going to shit all over it. Roman Reigns and Big Show, I will say, wanted me to go get my NyQuil bottle in the medicine cabinet in my bathroom and just fucking drink it like I would drink a Guinness, because I was just fucking bored out of my mind. I didn't care to see Big Show. Big Show, I should say, is moving slower than ever. Moving slower than ever, man. I don't understand how this man can stand, walk, and the match lasted over 20 minutes. To my dismay, lasted over 20 minutes. We got Big Show for over 20 fucking minutes on pay-per-view with Roman Reigns. The match picked up midway through. These guys busted their ass. You've seen the sweat. You've seen the determination on both guys. So, like I said, I'm not going to shit all over it. But Big Show had one nice spot where he set up 2 tables on the outside. He chokeslammed Roman Reigns over the top rope through the tables. Roman obviously gets up for the 10 count, making him look like a beast. And then there was a spot towards the end of the match where they were speared, or Roman Reigns speared Big Show into the timekeeper's area. And then Big Show was about to do a maneuver on the announce table. That failed, so he was backtracking onto the Spanish announce table, or he was standing on the American announce table, and there were steel chairs propped up on the side where the timekeeper is, and Roman Reigns jumped up on the steel stairs and pretty much speared him through the Spanish announce table. It was a decent match. It was a decent showing. It kind of had some inklings of extreme, but it was WWE PG garbage. That's what it pretty much came down to. And Roman Reigns, obviously, to win this match, buried the Big Show under a table, stood on top of the table as the referee counted to 10. He was counting along, and Roman Reigns wins the last man standing match. And now we'll go on to fight Randy Orton and Seth Rollins at Payback for the WWE Championship. Why do I say that? Because Roman Reigns was in the promo for Payback during the pay-per-view tonight. And the ending of the steel cage match, which I should have been more invested in, but I wasn't because I really didn't give a shit when it came down to it. The RKO was banned, right? Seth Rollins said the RKO is banned. And we all thought that Randy Orton couldn't use the RKO, but WWE weasels in some fucking, they throw a wrench into the fucking gears. Seth Rollins apparently uses the RKO on Randy Orton and gets the victory tonight. He gets the victory tonight. He escapes the steel cage, beats Orton, retains the WWE Championship like we all knew he would inside the steel cage. But my gripe here is not what happened with the match. I really didn't give a shit what happened with the match. I didn't. You guys didn't fucking care. I didn't care. Don't bullshit me. I'm not going to sit here and give you a fucking review of the match because, quite frankly, nobody fucking cared. There was a nice spot off the top of the steel cage with a superplex by Randy Orton on Seth Rollins. Other than that, nothing happened. The main thing here is that steel cage matches are pretty much fucking useless in WWE. They are. They are. Why book a steel cage match if the steel cage match is not going to keep outside parties where they belong? I don't understand it. When you book a steel cage match, two men are supposed to be in the ring, fighting, bleeding, to a victor. That's it. One man takes all. One man doesn't walk away. That's it. That's what a steel cage match is to me. Okay? By any means necessary. You either go over the top rope, and that's it. Or go over the cage, and that's it. When did pinfalls become a viable option in steel cage matches? I don't know. I don't even like the option of walking out of the steel cage, man. A winner of a steel cage match, only option should be to go over the fucking cage with both feet hitting the floor. Simple. No pins. No walking out the door like you're walking out of your grandmother's house on fucking Thanksgiving dinner, man. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Not to this old school viewer. Not to me, man, okay? But WWE, man, they make light of these gimmick matches as if it's supposed to be the end-all, be-all for a feud. No, it's not. It's pathetic. It's cheesy. It's lame. It's not creative. It's fucking boring. And it's just not interesting at all. There's no intrigue. There's no intrigue, man. So you had J&J Security interfere. You had the timekeeper or the gatekeeper, whatever the fuck they're calling him, Kane, interfering. How many guys are going to be interfering in this match, man? They're supposed to be on the outside. This match could have taken place in a regular match with no disqualifications. This could have been a Chicago street fight. Or some kind of gimmick match, man. No fucking disqualification. No count out. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Steel cage match didn't need to happen. The steel cage match did nothing. It added nothing to the match. Zilch. Zero. Nothing. Why it took place in the steel cage? I don't know. Just for looks. That's all steel cage matches are in WWE now. Just for looks. No blood. There's no fucking struggle to leave the cage. There's no high spots like there were back in the day. And what's with these steel cage matches nowadays, man? You guys remember the old school WWF days with the blue bars, the blue steel cage? That's what I envision a steel cage match to be, man. These modern day steel cage matches have never been the same. And I don't know why WWE continues to book these matches if they're just going to shit all over the fucking purpose of the gimmick. It doesn't work to me, and it didn't work tonight versus Rollins with Randy Orton. It just didn't work. So, what does this mean? Seth Rollins won the match by RKO, okay? WWE obviously didn't let us know that Seth Rollins could use the RKO. I thought the only one that was being banned to use the RKO was Randy Orton. So, obviously now Orton's going to protest this. He's going to weasel his way into another rematch. Roman Reigns is going to have payback for Seth Rollins stealing his championship at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar. So we're headed for a three-way dance, people. A triple threat match with Orton, Rollins, and Reigns at WWE Payback. Book it. Trust me, that's what's going to happen. Orton's going to get pissed. Orton's going to complain that he used an RKO after it was banned, no matter who. That wasn't discussed beforehand. We all thought Randy Orton was the only one who couldn't use it. There was no word on if Seth Rollins could use it or not, so Randy Orton's going to protest this. He's going to bitch and moan on Monday Night Raw. He's going to be granted another rematch. And then Roman Reigns, being that he just did away with the Big Show tonight, one and done, he's going to want payback against Rollins. And there you have it. There's your payback main event. Rollins, Reigns, and Orton for the WWE Championship, man. That's my Extreme Rules pay-per-view review. That's what's going to happen. And like I said, the most important thing that happened is the fucking King of the Ring is coming back, man. Are we going to get King of the Ring qualifying matches tomorrow on Monday Night Raw? If we do, you know I'm going to be right here on YouTube discussing that shit for a Raw review. So hopefully that happens. But the biggest thing tonight, King of the Ring is back. Orton loses his steel cage match against Seth Rollins. Rollins retains. Roman Reigns defeats the Big Show in a decent last man standing match. Dolph Ziggler defeated Sheamus in a Kiss Me Arse match. John Cena retains the United States Championship. Daniel Bryan is out indefinitely with the Intercontinental Championship. Bad News Barrett fought Neville on the pre-show, and Neville defeated Bad News Barrett there with the Red Arrow. Nikki Bella defeated Naomi to retain the Divas Championship. Dean Ambrose beat Luke Harper in a street fight. They obviously came back later on in the evening and did nothing. There was a powerbomb on a steel chair, and that was it. Blah, blah, blah. And the best match of the night, New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. New Day won the Tag Team Championships tonight for the first time, defeating Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. Glorified Monday Night Raw, folks, like I usually say about all these B-level pay-per-views. Nothing really special. If you missed it, don't cry. You didn't miss anything. Tune into Monday Night Raw, and that's WWE for you, man. A lot of lackluster happenings going on in WWE following WrestleMania. There's really nothing going on in the company following WrestleMania, and this happens every year. Every year, man. It's like a dark cloud over the WWE. There's no intrigue. There's no interest. I should care about Seth Rollins being WWE Champion inside a steel cage versus Randy Orton, but I don't. That's a problem. That's a fucking problem, man. WWE really needs to get out of this funk post-WrestleMania. I want to be interested in what happens in WWE after WrestleMania, man. Right now, I just don't. We got Extreme Rules, Payback, and the next time I'm actually going to give a shit about something on pay-per-view with the WWE is when Money in the Bank comes around, and then we get on into SummerSlam. That's about it. That's about it. But Extreme Rules, really nothing special going on. I would give it a 5 out of 10. The best match of the night, like I said, was New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. It was a glorified Monday Night Raw, man. You could have slapped the Monday Night Raw logo on there, and it would have been a 3-hour Monday Night Raw, just like we usually see on the USA Network. But that's my review, guys. If you did enjoy, hit that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. I would love close to 1,000 likes. My pay-per-view reviews usually have a lot of traffic, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you think down below of Extreme Rules tonight. You will see me back on YouTube.com talking WWE on Friday for Off The Script number 63. Make sure you tune into all my episodes down below that you missed this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A lot of news that you might have missed. WWE 2K16 news and rumors. 2 videos I got out getting you ready for the next video game released by WWE. Both of those videos are linked down below. If you guys want more wrestling content, Joe Cronin Show. Twitter and YouTube linked down below. Justin LaBarre, Josh Eisenberg, and Brian Ghoulish, my boys over at Chairshot Reality. Their homepage is linked down below. If you guys want more LaBarre, he's got his own personal website. That is also linked down below as well. And guys, WrestleCrate. Please go and sign up if you guys want fucking memorabilia, figures, cards, DVDs, t-shirts delivered to you in a fucking epic biblical box, man. Definitely for a wrestling fan. I know you guys are wrestling fans. Go and subscribe to those guys. www.wrestlecrate.com and visit those guys on Twitter at WrestleCrates and use the code JDSentMe. All the information will be linked down below in the description of this video to go and sign up for your first WrestleCrate starting in May using my code, guys. You guys get a special discount just because you listen to me. That's my review, guys. Hope to see you on Monday Night Raw review. If it's good, if not, I won't be here. You'll see me back on Friday for Off The Script. Until then, this is JD, the #1 fucking source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.